Welcome back to more Mario Party 4. Last time, we went through the Mega Board Mayhem, so this time, we're trying out the Mini Board Mad Dash. Get Mini to avoid the hazards, finish with the most coins to win. This board was designed by Thwomp. Go mini-sized and escape from danger. You start with 100 coins, whoever has the most coins at the end wins. Like before, we have a choice between 10, 20, and 30 turns, and we'll be sticking with 10 turns. Hey there, the name's Thwomp, and I'm gonna be your guide on this here board. Took me 2 whole months to make this board, isn't it the best? The only rule is that whoever gets the most coins wins. Now let's decide the order. Here's the order. First up is Yoshi. Luigi is second. Peach is third. Mario's fourth. And you all start with 100 coins. Now on with the show. Let's get Mini. So this board is fundamentally similar to the previous one, with the emphasis on mini mushrooms instead of mega mushrooms. So instead of trying to steal coins from other players with mega mushrooms, which admittedly you still should try to do whenever you can, you will want to collect mini mushrooms specifically because there is a gauntlet of hazards towards the end of this board. You have multiple mini mushroom pipes to try to get through, and you want to go through there because, yeah, the farther you go, the more red spaces you'll have to actually deal with. This is not a great roll, but yeah, you can already see a few Bowser spaces coming up, which isn't great. A lot of red spaces, so yeah, if you can't actually get mini mushroom in time, you will probably lose a lot of coins. Honestly, I think this is the more interesting of the two, because of the idea of trying to basically get mushrooms in order to escape danger. I feel like that's a little bit more interesting to me than trying to just steal coins from other players. But it's also very, very luck-based, obviously, because if you roll too low, like Peach very well might here, yeah, so that mini mushroom kind of went to waste. I'm not in a good position. I'm rolling extraordinarily high, and that's not good in this board. You want lower rolls to give you more chances to actually get items. Well, this is bad either way, actually. We've passed the point of no return, essentially. So let's just see what happens. I'm one of the Koopa kids. What kind of dastardly deeds can I do today? Yes, yes, that's it. I'm a genius. I'll take 20 coins from you, just like that. Haha, later. So, this board also is a little bit unique in that you actually hypothetically could get a minigame. Even though this is designed for no minigames, there is still a chance that by... Okay, that's a waste. There's a chance that by landing on a Bowser space, you could encounter Bowser and actually have to play a Bowser game. Which obviously isn't great, because if you lose half your coins from a Bowser game, that definitely puts you at a disadvantage when the name of the game is coin collecting. Truth be told, I usually don't play these boards. I actually do like a lot of the extra room modes, but these particular boards I never really cared for. I think partly because with the lack of minigames, they're a lot less skill-based, they're a lot more luck-based. Like, you know, we didn't roll enough to actually land on a space that would give us a mini mushroom, so we were kind of out of luck this entire time. And you know how I feel about my dice rolls. I don't have good luck with dice. And yeah, it's definitely very apparent with how poorly, like the one time I want low rolls, I'm getting like really high rolls, and now that I want high rolls, I'm getting really low rolls, so that's just kind of typical of how my luck goes. But yeah, if you actually can't get through the mini mushroom path, you will have a very bad time, because yeah, you just have a relentless string of red spaces, essentially. If Luigi goes right, he might actually still run into a bunch of red spaces, but it will minimize the damage. Like, the earlier you can enter the loop, the better it works out for you. Because later on in the path, even if you go through the mini mushroom pipes, you will end up running into a few red spaces, but if you like go through the first couple of pipes you encounter, you basically won't run into any problems. So yeah, it is interesting. One type of dice block that I don't think existed at this point, actually, is like custom dice blocks that let you pick what space you want to land on, like slow dice, essentially. They used to cycle through slowly, and then you have to basically roll. It gives you the option to roll what you want, but doesn't like directly give it to you. Now they directly give like the dice roll to you, essentially. Like in Super Mario Party, you can use like the slow dice. It's not the slow dice, it's like a custom dice block, is I think what they call it. And you just flat out choose the number you want instead of like actually just rolling, but it's easier to get the number you want. Which is actually nice because when it would cycle through slowly, you could still mess it up and roll like one too low or one too high. So it is actually really nice that they changed it, but it also takes away some of the luck. Even though it does make it a lot easier, it still is luck-based at the end of the day. While this is just, yeah, you pick a number, which, again, I prefer, especially in a game like Superstars. It's more online-oriented. Trying to time a dice roll with, like, potential slowdown from internet problems would not be fun. So yeah, just choosing your number directly, it makes sense in that context as well. I also feel like with the Mega Mushroom board, it's a lot more like linear. I mean, there are a couple of branching pathways, but in general this board, because of the various mini mushroom pipes, you have a lot of different routes you can actually go. Yeah, you definitely want to peel off of the main path as soon as possible, because you will minimize the amount of trouble you'll run into. But then sometimes you just have to kind of go through an upper path. So Koopa Kid hasn't actually been stealing from all of us, which has actually been very lucky. He's only been stealing from one person at a time. And I don't know if that's actually a specific rule set for this board, or if that's just a coincidence. Yeah, this game is extremely nostalgic. Even the parts of the game I don't play as frequently, like this, it's still nostalgic, like the music and everything, like the visual style. This has been a very fun game to play through. Like I was talking about a little bit last time, various Mario Party games were kind of my introduction to the concept of Let's Plays, because I was familiar with people, you know, playing and posting video game videos on YouTube. But the idea of a Let's Play appealed to me for Mario Party, to see like the 4-player interaction that you wouldn't necessarily get with a non-commentary playthrough. So yeah, my first like experience with actual Let's Plays was watching Mario Party videos, and one thing led to another, and now I'm actually making Let's Plays of Mario Party, even though this is a single-player Let's Play, not a multiplayer one. This is a much lower scoring game, and it makes sense because of the all the red spaces and Bowser spaces, but like it's a very different dynamic from the Mega Board. Like I almost feel like with the Mega Board, you're trading coins. This one, you're trying to prevent yourself from losing coins. So it is a little bit of a different dynamic, but I do prefer this in general. Yeah, the first time I really ever looked up videos of games was actually Earthbound. I specifically remember because at that point, Earthbound wasn't on Virtual Console, but I had played like Melee and Brawl. I wanted to see what Earthbound was like, but obviously I didn't really know how to play it at that time. So I just looked up videos of it. I don't think I ever saw the full game. I saw like videos up to like the end of One It, I think. I don't know if I ever watched past there, to be honest. But yeah, it was kind of interesting discovering like, yeah, people just play video games on the internet, on YouTube. I'm pretty sure some streaming platform would have existed, but I don't think Twitch technically existed. It was something else. But yeah, one interesting detail about Sparky stickers is, unlike other, like, similar hazards in later Mario Party games, you can keep moving after passing a Sparky sticker. Again, it makes you lose coins, and also forces you out of the Mega Mushroom state if you are using a Mega Mushroom. But yeah, it doesn't actually, like, end your turn, which is kind of nice, actually. I want to say Mario Party 6 has items that will just flat out end your turn if you pass by a specific space, like a Thwomp orb in Mario Party 6, I want to say. I want to say 6 was the one I played the most. It had a lot of single-player content, actually. Even though its actual, like, single-player mode was kind of lacking. Oddly enough, it wasn't like a full story mode like what this game had. But also, it actually had unique boards for single-player. For the solo mode. Again, at some point I'd like to redo that Let's Play because that's fairly old as well. Not as old as Mario Party 5. I actually don't remember why I played Mario Party 5 before 4 for a video, even though this is the one I grew up with. And now the results. The winner is... Luigi! Yeah, I'm not overly surprised, but I'm actually surprised I got as close as I did. That actually didn't take as long as I expected, so let's move on to the other modes here, starting with Panel Panic. It's a 9-man dice battle. Last one standing wins. Choose a panel from 1 to 9, then everyone rolls dice at the same time. The last one standing at the end wins. So this is unlocked by playing through the Bowser variation in Bowser's Gnarly Party, but this is like that mode, but expanded to include characters on every single panel. And it's honestly a lot of fun. This is actually one of my favorite bonus modes, even though it's completely luck-based. Even though it's completely luck-based, it's just pure chaos having that many people trying to compete in a dice roll game, and it honestly is a lot of fun. Next up is Challenge Book Squirm. How many pages can you clear? Last one standing wins. The pages of the book will try to close shut on you. Find a hole in the page to avoid getting flattened. this is just book squirm, but infinite. And by infinite, I mean up to 99 pages. Which is essentially infinite, because personally, I feel like it's actually very difficult. It speeds up to the point where, even though I think I'm actually pretty alright at this minigame, yeah, I definitely struggle as it goes along. Your goal for this should be about 15 pages to unlock something special for the present room. I almost wish there was a more player version of this version, or of this minigame. Like, what if you had like 10-player book squirm? I wonder how absolutely ridiculous that would end up being. Almost didn't make it there in time, but yeah, you can already tell there's only one spot to go through, and it's also speeding up considerably, so this does get challenging pretty quickly. I've actually gotten to my personal record and actually passed it up, so this is the best I've ever done at this. But yeah, basically you have to move very quickly. And now the results. The winner is... Yoshi! I set a new record, so that was great. 24 pages doesn't feel like a lot, considering it can go up to 99 somehow. I should look up like a playthrough of that, because I imagine that'd be pretty ridiculous. You can also pause the game to give yourself more time. I wonder how many like actual 99 point scores actually use pause buffering for that. And with that, we've gone over every mode in Thwomp's Backroom Ball. We still have 2 more modes to go through though, so next time we'll be seeing what's in Thwomp's Basement Brouhaha. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Mario Party 4.